Hey, greetings everyone, it's GleeCon, and I'm here again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft, and I thank you so much for tuning in as always. So let's just get rolling. On our last episode, we took Glee Contessa here for the second time through parts of Westfall. We're going to continue her journey now with part 3 of her Westfall adventures. Because of the late nature and the grinding that is required in this zone, it is most likely going to take us a few episodes, probably, I would imagine 2 to 3, this one and 1 to 2 more to finish, but we have some things that we can start doing now. We're putting off going back to Stormwind. We do have some reason to do so. We also need to kill... Now let's go out here and start killing these bandits and these trappers and smugglers and getting their red leather bandanas. And it's a perfect segue into talking about how to say this name. Now there's I don't know if they're a new subscriber or but Dave has posted a comment on our last video, or maybe a couple videos back, talking about my pronunciation of the word Defias or Defias, or maybe there's another way that you say it. So, Dave says he thinks I'm pronouncing it wrong. And, hey, Dave has as much, as maybe more expertise than I do, because I know I do not have any expertise other than what you hear from me. So, we also know, longtime watchers of the show, know that, I am not flawless in my pronunciation. Just listen to the early day pronunciation of Granay, or now I'm even second guessing. Granay? I can't even remember. I think it's Dranai, right? Now I'm completely second guessing myself because I forgot. I haven't said it enough. But whatever it is, my pronunciation was/is totally wrong. I think it's supposed to be Renee. That one you can hear in-game, though. That one there is proof. So I could fix that again before we get to Burning Crusade, and I actually have to start saying it all the time. I'll go back and fix that one again. But because we've been doing Classic so long, I'm rusty, and for so long, my pronunciation is completely wrong. A better example of this for me, at least in my own personal life, is the word Aegis. Oh man, I just killed like 5 people. So, the word, Aegis is like a shield, like A-E-G-I-S. I can't remember how I used to pronounce it. Maybe Aegis, I don't know. But however it was 100% completely wrong. And I pronounced it incorrectly my whole life. So it wasn't until I believe I heard someone say it out loud for the first time that I realized, oh man, I have been saying this wrong. And I looked it up on a pronunciation, because that's a real word, not a fantasy-based word or whatever. And I found out that I was wrong, my life was a lie. And there are other examples of this. So I think this is probably a common thing where you read a word that you see in print a lot more than you see in any other, maybe never hear someone say it. So this is probably unique to like modern human times or whatever. But we're now in another one of these conundrums. Until we talk to a dev at WoW, I think this one's going to be tough, because I don't know if there is a way of hearing this said out loud. Now, maybe when Cataclysm hits, there's a possibility that with the whole line of, like, Deadmines Heroic and everything, the reboot of that, which came out, I want to say, Mists of Pandaria, perhaps the daughter of the Van Cleaves, maybe there's some cutscenes or something where it's said. Although if that were the case, my just embarrassingly long deep dive. Because when Dave pointed this out in the comments, he says, you know, I think it's based on the word, like defy or defiant. And I think you're wrong. Now, he did do good coaching, which is to say, right immediately after that, good episode, though. So thanks, Dave. You took a page out of my own coach's playbook. If you're going to offer criticism, it goes down a lot smoother with a compliment. Oh, I pulled all three. I don't want that. Yeah, I'm just not going to fight that group of people. Oh, thanks. Putting a net on me. You buster. So I was like, well, Dave sounds pretty convicted about this. So let me look it out, because my thinking is, okay, sure, there is some like linguistic connection to words that are similar, such as defiant, pliant, maybe others. I'm trying to think, but you've noticed the two in those two situations are followed by an A. Again, doesn't matter because we're dealing with a fantasy situation here. Just because I can't think of any other words that have an I-A-S combination that are pronounced Obias. There's one. So there you go. It's completely possible that maybe if I come around from this side, I can get this guy like a second earlier. Because if I can get him down to 2, it'll be all good. Because what I'll do is I can... If they just want to sit back and throw, it's a lot less damaging. And then I can come in and run. Okay, now we can... Here, because now I can hit... I can bubble up and heal. Oh, they resisted my whatever it's called, my seal or my judgment. All right, so but the comment was pretty confident sounding, and you know what? You can get a lot of confidence, and maybe Dave has some background. And I'm not like, if this sounds antagonistic, I'm not. I truly am willing to consider the fact that I screwed this up, or that I'm wrong. The whole time I've even mentioned I don't know the right way to pronounce this. So I did a deep dive. Well, surface dive. The first thing that pops up is it's pronounced like Defias, based on that word. But when you looked and see what that's from, it's from a Reddit, and the person that originally posted on Reddit is just a dude. They're not or dudette, just a person. They're not like associated with like working for Blizzard or a story writer or anything like that. So I continued to look and look and look, and I found people that pronounce it like me. I found people that pronounce it Defias. Someone suggested like looking at the Latin roots, because there's actually a word in Latin spelled the same way. Well, that gives you the in Latin this would be pronounced as Defias. Okay, so if you want to say it's a Latin word, even though there is no Latin, but that doesn't matter. There are plenty of like language parallels in World of Warcraft that are tied to real-world language trees, even though those things don't exist. This is not like a J.R.R. Tolkien thing where whole languages have been made up. But if it's pronounced Defias, well, that's just sucky, because not only is that me being wrong and I have to change my pronunciation, but I also think it sounds dumb. Defias. It's the Defias. I mean, maybe that'll grow on me. You know what? Whatever it is will grow on me, just like the Draenei. Yeah, I think it's Draenei, right? The Draenei. But I think I used to pronounce it Draenei. Is how I used to pronounce it, completely wrong. Not even close. So, that's what it was. But I've just retrained myself so much that I couldn't even remember what the wrong way I was saying it was. So I will retrain my brain if I can find proof. So Dave, if you listen to this, if I haven't already lost you at this point, if you have a source, I would love to know what that is. So if you work at Blizzard yourself, awesome, dude. Can I get an application? Or if anyone else, even if it's like Missa Pandaria era or whatever, has any type of thing I can reference, a quest, a video in the game, around the developers roundtable video from YouTube, anything that I can watch or reference to where I can get the actual pronunciation of this, you would be putting my mind at ease. And because Defias, I don't know why. Part of it for me is my minor in foreign language was my minor in college was foreign languages, and I spent a lot of years studying Spanish, Mandarin, and Arabic. And the thing that I like about those languages that makes me hate the English language is the rigidity of their pronunciation systems. I need 4 trappers and 4 smugglers still. I love that when you see a word in Arabic or Spanish without any if, ands, or Mandarin, without any if, ands, or buts, you know exactly how that word is going to be pronounced. Most language systems in the world are formed from that. But America is such a, bastardization of other languages. It's or a melting pot or whatever. It has so many influences and so many borrowed words. It's such a relatively young language. That it doesn't have any of that good stuff. So I would just love to know how it should be pronounced, and there's no linguistic guidance system baked into English. So if it's Defias, the reason why I went there is because that's how I would pronounce those words in if I was going on a completely standardized language system. I just liked it. That's how it would be in my mind. That's how it should be pronounced. But I am wrong all the time. We got a heavy hammer. How much damage does that do? 3.7 DPS. Yes, that's great. All right, we need to go back and sell. So we've worked our way out to the farms here, but we need to sell. We need 1 more smuggler and 3 more trappers, but I need to sell. Offload, or we start losing money. That's a hatchet. And there's a 54 male wrist. There you go, that's better than what I have on. A few points better. Other than that, we're good. Trapper, we need that. If it's pronounced Defias, I will switch over, because I do see how, or if anyone has like a hotline directly to Chris Metzen, I don't have to be the one to call Chris. You guys can call him for me. Just shoot him a text and tell him, big fan. Fan of the game, fan of the work, fan of the lore, fan of the venture into novel writing. Would just love to know the correct way to say this word, because the only person that would know, since it's a fictitious name, is its creator. And yeah, it's kind of like with Egwin. When you look at her as a character, is it pronounced Egwin? Is it pronounced Egwin? I don't know. Alright, I have all my leather bandanas now, too. I just need 1 more smuggler. We might as well kill this guy. Or maybe it's pronounced Defias. Hey, I'm Defio. That's more like a...
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, really? Can't you? Well, I'll eat this Dalaran sharp cheddar. Although that actually probably sold for a decent amount. Alright, so we just did the red leather bandanas, and then we also have done the first step in the Defias Brotherhood. Defias Brother. Defias Brotherhood. Just don't know. But again, I bet those people that say Defias, when they hear someone say Defias, are probably cringing. They're like, ugh, that's terrible. So help us out, Blizz. Or someone.
Help?
Bring me 15 red leather bandanas and I'll pay you well.
Nice work, person. Please accept one of these items as payment for all your hard work.
I am a person, and I appreciate you. That back is better than our back. Those boots are way better than our boots.
Go with honor, friend.
I'm gonna take the greaves of the People's Militia. Look at them. Now they match the rest of my set. Okay. We have done it at last. So what was that? That was red leather bandanas. So we've got our first quest completion on this episode. So let's go into the walkthrough here that we're on. Red leather bandana. Did I not even put that I picked that up? Oh, I missed putting in that I put that quest in. Oh. I see. So that was my mistake, ladies and gents. I forgot to mark off red leather bandanas. Okay. So we picked that one up, and now we just dropped it off. We got that at the same time as we got the other two, though, so I know when we at least when we got it. Alright, so that quest is done. Oops, I was going to go sell, because if he gives us a reward, the Defias Brotherhood... See, I can't tell. I'm trained. I've trained my brain. I have to say it that way for now. And yeah, that's how you take 15 minutes of an episode. Oh, that cloak is better than mine, this Spellbinder cloak. Okay, it's green. It's tiny, but it's green. So I will take that. I'll keep that scroll. I don't need the peace bloom. Should we make some bandages? Heck yeah, we should. Why not? I got nothing better to do with it. Might as well keep on making those bandages until they're gray, at which point we just won't waste the time anymore. We do need to go kill some gnolls too. So that's definitely a big part of... Oh, we need to fish also. So we need to get to some... Maybe we need to get to the beach and fish. Kill a couple more murlocs while we're at it. If we go up to kill the gnolls, that's a good idea. I like that idea. We're at 90 first aid. That's nice. I think you can get up to 100 just making linen. And linen is the one type of cloth that you can't turn in for rep, so... Where's my repair? There's a repair bot over here.
Have a good one.
Can we cook some things? Nope.
Greetings.
Okay, sell those. Bam, bam. Can't ever use a bow with her. Charger's boots are the ones I just replaced. Okay. Alright, looking good. Looking nice and good. Let's go complete the first level of the Defias Brotherhood quest line. I'll tell you what, I'll try to bounce back and forth. I'll try it out. Defias Brotherhood. Maybe I'll get to like it. You never know.
Well done, adventurer. My scout witnessed your valiant acts. You are proving yourself quite well so far. A band of vicious Defias pillagers has been
the robot thinks so.
The Gold Coast Quarry, Moonbrook, and the Alexton farmstead. The People's Militia will not stand for such behavior. Dispatch immediately, adventurer, and make the light's presence known in Westfall. The Gold Coast Quarry is near the shore, to the west of the tower. As the next step of your training, I want you to kill 15 of those foul Defias pillagers and 15 Defias looters. Be careful.
So, the voiceover add-on, it agrees that we should pronounce it Defias. Now, that doesn't really do anything for me in terms of, like, that must be right, because it's an idiot very, 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 very often. So, but it does mean that somewhere the robot thinks that, like, it's not getting it from nothing. Like, it's basically a chat GPT kind of thing. So it's from somewhere it is drawing on, I don't know, some other words in its databank that makes it think it should be pronounced that way. So that's me. I mean, I'm spending a lot of time on this. But that's really, it's less anything like irate about me possibly being wrong. Because I don't know, I truly don't know. It's more that this really, really is and always has been probably my #1 fascination. I love language. I love how words work. I love the study of language. I love all of that, lexicography. It's always been a fascination of mine since I was probably a teenager. I've always loved the concept of speaking multiple languages. I've always loved people, like, being able to interpret or translate if you can, people that can do that. The only language I can speak well enough to do that with is Spanish. My Spanish is definitely not perfect, but so I don't know that I would call myself fluent, but I could carry on a conversation, and I'm pretty good. I speak to people in Spanish at work pretty much every day. So there's, I do have that, but I'm not, I used to be a lot better in Arabic. Mandarin was very hard for me. So I never stuck with that one. I did that one a couple years, but I have never practiced. So I could probably, I can say, like, hello, how are you, and that's about it. I want to go out to the beach because I want to fish. We need to also kill some gnolls. Maybe I want to go up to this side. I want to kill some gnolls because we need 8 of their paws. I want to fish. If we get, we need to kill some murlocs just because that's how you get the treasure map quest line. We need to do that. So there's that. Oh, that's a dust devil. Oh, there's some more. We need as much copper as we can get. Again, I'm trying to get us to level 18 so that we can... Then I'll do the Stormwind line. Anyone doing or want to do... That crazy cat lady was on yesterday when we made this episode. So after we do Westfall, I'll tell you guys what you can look forward to since it's only a couple away. After Westfall is Lochmodan. So it's because the size of Silver Pond, basically all of the secondary, all of the second tier of Alliance levels are easier than the Horde ones because Barons is so huge. It's basically, second into third tier. Oh, that guy's fighting me. And this is basically like a 3v1 because of that. I have to bubble and heal. Okay. I did not get the treasure map, but I did get a short sword. These guys are rocking me. I'm gonna heal just to be safe. 'Cause he's gonna run and do something annoying, I'm sure. It's a Murloc Hunter. I don't want these guys to be the ones I fight, like. But he's the one that gave me the treasure. We got it. Captain Sanders' treasure map. Let's heal. If ye be reading this, it means that old Captain Sanders is in a watery grave, so my treasure is yours now. You just need to follow the clues. First, you need to find me Footlocker. It's probably half buried in sand by now along the western coast of Westfall near the shipwreck. There be lots of shipwrecks, but only one rusty anchor on the coast. Find that anchor and you'll find me locker. Look in there for the next clue. So we just did it. We've got Captain Sanders' meat locker, or whatever it's called. Captain Sanders' hidden treasure. This is a neutral one, but this is us picking it up for our alliance. We'll also have to do this on Horde. But that right there, oh, there's tin, but it's just guarded by a billion Murlocs. I don't want to fight a billion Murlocs for that tin. I do want to go over to the treasure. I also would like to find a spot where we can fish. That's the whole reason I'm coming over this far, is I want to fish. It's right there. It's actually kind of annoying. This is the most annoying piece of the treasure to fight your way to. Look, there's greater flesh rippers. This beach, this area on the beach don't mess around. Now, this hunting for this treasure map will completely make or break your leveling experience. You can easily gain 1 to 2 levels. You need to get right there at the Captain's Footlocker. Look at all these Murlocs. Okay, here we go. So we gotta pull. Fight. There's hunters. I don't love it. But whatever, it is what it is. The warriors are okay because they're melee fighters. We got a Murloc eye. So of all the ones that we have to try to fight, I'd rather fight these Murlocs. That hunter's going to be annoying, but if we can clear him and his stupid crab, we'll be in good shape. Okay, so I drew him all the way over here. Now he's going to run because he's a little buster. What is that? A 14 cape with an intellect and a spirit? Yes. Don't mind if I do. It looks exactly the same, but armor-wise, it's a little better. Now I'm going to try to go for the... I'm going to go in for the kill here. Come on. Gotta kill his crab. A lot of the times when you fight like these long range... These long-range fighters, they will, if you get in there and whack them once in melee, they'll... Oh, great. Gosh. Not what I wanted, bro. Okay. So this is gonna be dicey now. I might have to lay on hands here. I'm gonna fight this guy now, and who knows how this is gonna go. Why is my Blessing of Might off? I swore. Okay, so now we're on this guy. I'll go ahead and use Crusader. I probably should just waited. I can use a potion. Use one of those. Okay. Got the Judgment of the Crusader. Oh my gosh. He dodged everything. He dodged like 3 in a row at the end. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he blocked. It doesn't show his dodges, but that stinks. That was frustrating because at least 2 hits in a row he was able to avoid at a crucial time. Had I hit him once, it would have triggered his run state. And that is annoying. I used everything I had to, and I still died. I guess I could have saved for a stun instead. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have gone Crusader. Probably should have saved for... Oh well, coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? So that is that. I mean, we're dangerously like close to the level of the things around here, so that's, you know, we need to level up a little bit. We need to grow up a little bit. But altogether, we've had a victory because you can't open up clams when you're dead. Because we got the treasure map. The treasure map quest is a little annoying. Because... where'd it go? Oh, I guess you toss the map once you get going. Okay, so what we really need is this, though. We need this piece. It's a little annoying because it keeps each piece of the map. The footlocker slowly creaks open. Sand and water seem to be its only contents, but wait, a small crab scurries out with the clue to the treasure in its claws. The clue to the treasure reads, "Good work, matey. Now you need to head due east. Head up east up the bluffs, east to the road. Look for the old chimney ruins near the side of the road. There you'll find an old barrel with your next clue." What I wanted to do was fish. But we were like, this is a bad spot to try to fish. Maybe if I go over there. This looks okay. But this area of the water is... Okay, let's see what we got here. Because we're about to level up... we might as well level up the both. So our fishing should go to 90, really. Okay. We're gonna just have to keep an eye out with so much. So much. This torn piece of parchment contains scribbled writing. I think you need it for the quest. But once you complete the quest, I don't think you need all three. Because they don't disappear out of your bag. That's another part of it. As soon as we get to continue on to Stormwind, it says that you can buy that as a quest. Like, I don't think we actually need that. Buy a griffin from Thor. It says you have to. But then again, it already says it's complete. So, like, yeah, we could just turn it in. Yeah, we don't have to buy the griffin since our Hearthstone's set there, I believe. Today I can't go over it all because at 7 is when Game 1, Round 2 NBA playoffs starts for the old Timberwolves, and I do not want to miss it. I've been waiting on this one basically all week. So I'll be, even if we're logging out in the middle of a field, I'll have to be cut my losses then at that time. Maybe we still have a little bit of time for that. I'll push right up until 7 o'clock time, but I would have been done with time to spare, except I got into a deep dive on that pronunciation, so... We're halfway done. This is where we should be. We could stop here, but we are so close.
Inventory is full.
Oh, gosh. I think I need that. I'm going to toss this one clam meat. Not that I need Whaley Blackmouth, but I'll toss that if I have to.
I can't carry
I
him
just
now.
was thinking, like, if I get a chest.
Inventory is full.
See, and then we got this bolt of linen cloth that wants to go. Yeah, I just decided to use that intellect thing. Whatever, who cares? I should use this oil of Olaf also. I'll use that after the next thing. Yeah, so being, if this was hardcore, I've lost this character multiple times over. You just have to be so careful if you play hardcore, like, I guess just don't ever do anything questionable at all. Oh, I should fish in that floating debris right there. Kind of by the vultures, but... Okay. Go for it. Maybe I'll get something good. Well, who knows what you get out of floating debris. We need 3 more fishing points. I don't know if this back in Classic, if they had some of the kind of...
I can't carry anymore.
Strangle kelp. Strangle kelp's very useful if you're an alchemist. And it actually sells for a pretty good amount too. So, I don't know what the heck else I need to get rid of. Oh, I'll use that oil of Olaf. Let's use it right now. 2 more points. 2 more fishing points. Yeah, rainbow fin albacore. Pretty sure I can cook that. A tightly sealed trunk. I love those. Cool. That gave me some leather. And some more bolts of linen cloth, which I don't need, but I can sell those. Pretty sure they sell. I don't know how much bolt of linen cloth sells for. 1 more point. 1 more point. 4 bolts of linen cloth. That's pretty good. And there you go. We got some strangle kelp. Okay, so I did my fishing, but now I need to go. I need to get back out because I need to go to. I need to sell copper vein right there. But so over here is where step 2. So I don't think I actually wrote down that I'm on step 2. So I finished it off, and now I'm picking up step 2 of that same quest chain. Uh-oh. Oh man. Thought that might happen. Good to know though that creates an alternating pattern. I don't think I do that very often, but if I ever wanted to have something alternate like that, that's pretty cool that you can drag the alternation down. Highlight 2 of them and then click and drag, and it would give you both. So I guess if you had 2 cells that you wanted to duplicate. Alright, so this little broken barrel is next to the chimney out of the ground. That's your clue. So I guess, I imagine the original people without Questy that are just traveling the world trying to figure this stuff out would be just looking for gears in the world. And good work, treasure hunter. Yeah, I leveled up. Searching through the barrel, you discover another piece of parchment. This one reads, "Now from this here barrel face ye north. Straight as the crow flies, keep ye walking till you see the empty jug next to the lone windmill on the sea bluffs. If you poke around that jug, you just might find what you're looking for." We're going to get rid of this thing. That would give us the second one. So that is way up there. But we're going to... Wait, carve that out of here. First, we're going to learn our next Blessing of Might. So we have 12% bonus to the Blessing of Might now. 1 more level point before we can learn Seal of Command. That's a big one. Let's also go to the church. While we're here, we're also going to... So wait, I just picked up number 3. we picked up and turned that one in. Yeah, we can check these two off. And now I picked up number 3, but then this is leading me to Stormwind, where we're gonna where we'll end up breaking our streak of just completing those in a row, because there's a couple other things we need to do. So we're going to spend a little bit of time here. So if you're only into the questing, this would be, you can fast forward. This is, we're going to level up. We're going to learn some skills. We're going to work on the Gearing Redridge questline by smelting our ore and working on that. So we have some boring kind of shopkeeping or whatever housekeeping to do right now. We're going to turn into humble beginnings while we're here. Alright, but first I think most important is that we learn our skills. So we'll go find a paladin trainer. I think there's some off to the side here. That's the first aid trainer. Sure, why not? There's also a vendor right here.
Greetings. May the light guide your path.
How about you
and
buy
aid
from
you
us
in your
the
journey.
sword I won't
If
use?
you need any assistance browsing, I will be right over here.
Bow, back. I don't think I need slimy murloc scales. Bolt of linen cloth. Okay, good. So that helped me gain some money. I'm going to spend some of it training myself in anti-venom and wool bandage. Okay, so got the next piece of first aid learned. There you go. It's the other side that the paladin trainers are. We're getting very close. 2 levels away. Same level that we get that Seal of Command will be on our paladin quest. This time I'm going to train from you, Grayson.
May the light protect you this day.
Okay, my Seal of Righteousness can now go up. It does 4 to 14 damage. So that's a little bit more. And gives me a 39 to 43 smite. Not a ton more, but a little bit more. So that's my holy extra Seal of Righteousness, which I do use right now.
May the light protect you this day.
But eventually that's going to get replaced with Seal of Command. Okay, Blessing of Freedom. It's an extra blessing, so it's one of these. And this blessing gives them immunity to movement pairing effects. So
with honor, friend.
It's kind of a weird one because it only lasts 10 seconds. It's a little bit different than the other blessings. It's more to help them get out of like a net effect. So if you're trapped in a netting effect, you can replace your blessing with that and get out of it. It's a little different than the other ones. But I think I'll keep it there for now. Maybe I'll... Yeah, it's just... That's one I almost never use.
May the light protect you this day.
But like, for instance, as a druid, I sometimes will pop in and out of feral form to get myself out of a net. Like, that would be good to get you out of a net in that situation. Divine Protection, so now I get the next rank of this. Before it healed me for... This was 8 seconds. So it goes from 6 seconds to 8 seconds.
Alliance
is the main difference here. A couple extra seconds of protection.
May the light protect you this day.
Okay. And you get nothing from Retribution. Great.
Light bless you.
Thanks. So not really a lot, but the increase to the holy is nothing. It's not bad. What about Port to Darnassus? Yes, yes I do. Human warrior. Want to buy a port. Alright, so now let's go turn in to Barros Alexton. And we will give him
You need something?
Legion Tessa. Do you have any luck?
Oh, thank you, adventurer. It's of no practical use to me, but the sentimental value, needless to say, thank you for bringing this to me at some cost to your own well-being, not to mention the time it took to go all the way down to Westfall. You have my gratitude and have this as a token of my thanks.
Okay, so nothing spectacular about it. We just completed the quest. Humble beginning. So we finally can check that one off. Bang, bang, bang. Where was that one? There we go. Okay, that one's done. We also have, now we're going to go over to the Dwarven District and just to smelt and mine to clear up some of our bag space. We also have some cooking we need to do. We can do that when we're in Old Town, going to continue to Stormwind. Just in general, working on all of our jobs. Yeah! So our mining is 87. I am not smelting us any bronze. I don't think. Dang it, I went through the wrong door, but oh well. Or whatever. Went in the wrong direction to go through the tunnel. So I'm going to say this is the 5th episode we made this week, so the 5 hours of me playing this game is basically the entire 5 hours of gaming that I've done this week. I've worked over 60 hours this week. I worked a full day again today. I am exhausted. But tomorrow I will have off, which is nice. So this is an example of a time period when I'm kind of gaining, like I'm making more progress on this than I'm making outside of, like, on the pilot. So that worries me. Alright, we have 43 copper. That's pretty good. Okay, it says we need 4 runed copper belts and 4 heavy copper mauls. But I'm wearing one, and I'm using each of those things too. So we really only need 3 of each. We'll see where we get, you know. And as soon as we make those things, then we can do what we want with our blacksmithing. But yeah, I went into work. There was no one at my place of work today, like not even a custodian. I think this is the first time I've ever been there, ever, when I was the only person in the entire complex. I would like to say it was neat or cool, but it really, there was nothing special about it. I went into my office, I was able to play music loudly, and I just worked, but I had to put in basically a full work day. Pretty much. I went in a couple hours later than I normally would, so I slept in, because it's not like there's anyone there or anything. And I left only an hour later than a normal workday, so it was 1 hour shorter than a normal workday, so put in about 7 hours instead of 8. But I'm all good to go. I'm ready for the audit. Ready. So, I hope to take tonight. I'm going to have some adult beverages and watch this basketball game and relax and have a good time. And then tomorrow I should get 1 day of rest. So, like I said too, I am 3 work weeks away from potentially getting some time, easy time ahead. Will it stay that way? Who freaking knows? Alright, so I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but what I want to do is look at these heavy copper mauls. Let's build 3 of them first, so I do need 6 weak fluxes.
Don't let the humans in the bazaar fool you, lass. With the subway
5,
those
6.
gnomes built, it's easier than
Also, I needed a silver.
goods from Iron.
So I want to make 3 of them. I do have enough leather now because of that.
Gear from me.
Fishing. To make more. This is going to do 36, but I'm not going to build more than this because by the time I get all the ingredients that I need, I might have upgraded my weapon or my belt. So now we'll go. I can only make 1 ruined copper belt. So yeah, there's no point. I'm glad I stopped there. That only gave me 4 points up. I do have all these rough grinding stones. I guess I might as well build those. Maybe I should have built them first. Probably would have been smarter of me. You ding dong. Come on, GleeCon. Or like, no, I'm not gonna say it. Gonna try to make a rhyme there, and then I realized that it would not sound good. I had the opportunity to make 16 of these to get 1 point. So if I get no points, then it was all fine. But if I get... Yeah, so far it wouldn't have mattered, I guess. Because... Look at us here. I've done it. Now I don't feel bad. Like, oh, I could have gained a couple more points. And no. Okay. So, all those grinding stones, and it didn't matter. You have a lot of them. Okay, I think I'm gonna maybe I'll sell
you want
one.
to be a blacksmith, eh? Grab an apron and a hammer, lass. Let's see what you've got.
Don't
Okay.
let the humans in the bazaar fool you, lass.
Yeah,
With the
yeah,
subway
yeah, I
those
know.
gnomes built, it's easier than ye might think to transport goods from Iron Forge.
Okay,
If
so
they
n-
try to tack on import fees, just tell them you're gonna buy your gear from me.
All right, so now we're gonna go over to. What is that? Oh, it's not silver. Now we're gonna go over. I want to look at the cooking real quick, and then we will complete the continue to Stormwind. We'll do that little chain and then fly back. And got about 10-ish minutes. That actually might take us a big chunk of that time. We're gonna go to the bank also after we do our cooking here, so we can stash these extra hammers and belt. All right, where's? I think this is the pig and whistle right here. I believe. Which is where you can get all of your recipes and all that stuff. Let's go back here and see what needs to be cooked. So, the rainbow fin albacore, absolutely. Yeah, if you just diligently stay on your cooking, just cooking whatever you can, when you can, you'll easily be fine on cooking. Cooking is also very easy for the Alliance to pick up, very convenient. As I've talked about before, way easier than it is for Horde. I might just have to bite the bullet and do it on the Horde soon, though. No, no, no. I sold that. No. Although now I just need stringy vulture meat. I'm going to save the Murloc Eye and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to sell the rest.
What can I...
Do I
Can we
look
trade?
like I have the time or energy to coddle every tourist that wanders through my
No,
door?
man.
Tell me what you
Ooh.
need and make
We
it
now
good.
have enough to learn smoked
I sell
sagefish.
only the best gear, tested and true.
That's good.
And the prices are set. So if you want to
That's a
haggle,
good one.
then
That
go
one
find
will,
a goblin.
That can be useful for some time. That's another clue to Sanders' treasure. The slither skin mackerel was below level. We can't cook this bristle whisker catfish. I don't know. I'm gonna just sell it. I don't know where. Oh, I'm gonna put
Safe
my
travel.
chicken in the bank too. I don't like vanity pets enough to want to spend an inventory slot on them. I would also. I don't like that when you log, you've got to reapply it or whatever. Maybe if it was a really cool pet, but the chicken is meh. It's cool. I mean, it's
I
cool.
sell only the best gear, tested and true. And the prices are set, so if you want to haggle, then go find a goblin.
You've been traveling, eh? Have you been anywhere interesting?
Ah, a note from Quartermaster Lewis. I am not surprised he needs more gear. Sentinel Hill is far away, in a land Stormwind has all but forgotten. Well, thank you, adventurer. Here's some money to cover your travel costs. Adventurer, I gathered into this crate everything Lewis asked for. Can you take it to him? If you've already spoken to Thor in Westfall, then you can take a griffin back to him. Dungar Longdrink is our griffin master over in the trade district. Speak with Dungar, then get this crate to Lewis as fast as you can. We don't want our fighting men and women in Westfall to go without fresh equipment.
Okay. So, we just turned in Continued Stormwind and picked up Dungar Longdrink. So, we completed Continue to Stormwind, and we are picking up Dungar Longdrink. Continue to Stormwind. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Now, before we go over to old Dungar, I want to stop at the bank, and then we're ready to fly back. Dungar Longdrink is a quest of his own to complete. And then, yeah, this is... my prediction was pretty accurate in terms of where we're at. It's not a long fly over to Sentinel Hill, but it is a fly, nonetheless. His crate, I'm guessing, is... I wish we could just get rid of all the other quest rewards that we might get from this. Give me one of those helmets inside that bag. How about that? How about that? Lady Katrina Presser yells, "Seize him! Do it!" You're a bad guy, Katrina Presser. We know about you. A lot of people are chilling. When you see this many people about, it makes me think someone's about to buy a buff. Person's name is Online. Okay. Deb, AFK.
Good day. No one's ever stolen anything out of here. Not in the whole history of... Oh, I have another hammer? Oh, one. And we only need 4? Okay, so we have all 4 hammers. I built an extra by accident. Great. Shouldn't even built that one. So now the hammer I have in my hand is not useful. Also, look, I've got these gems just chilling. Okay. I didn't realize I was doing that. Oh, this chicken egg. Oh, look, I've got more stacks of 20 of rough grinding stones. Okay, if I'm doing that too, then I guess I'm storing things like that in there and I didn't even realize it. Well, then why? Then I should store leather also. Why not? That's gonna get tossed out. That I can keep. Those I can keep. I don't need these. Oh, that's actually cooked. I guess I can store this silver bar too. Actually, I'm gonna get more of those. So you get that from the treasure. I need that. Okay, so I just need to sell this. Have a good one.
I need to sell those Long John Mud Snappers. That's for sure. Because they're not raw, they've already been cooked.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Alright, so now we're gonna go turn in this bad boy. I didn't turn in the Defias Brotherhood? What is that? Oh, that's the one that wants us to go over to Lakeshore. I forgot. About that. Oh, damn. Actually, so what we're going to do is start walking there, but I want to turn this quest in because you don't have to pay for the flight. Forgot we have to go to Lakeshore.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
That sweat on your brow, ma'am? You've been running too much. Next time, take a griffin.
A crate for Westfall, eh? Have you been to Westfall before? If so, then it's no problem, my friend. I have plenty of griffins trained to fly that route. The Griffin Master in Westfall is Thor. If you've spoken to him before, then you can take one of my griffins to him. That's a good lesson to know. Griffins are always trained to fly to their capital city, but they'll only take you to a remote Griffin Master after you've already been there. You've already been to Thor, so just speak with me again when you're ready to take a griffin to Westfall. Once there, you can deliver Osric's crate to Quartermaster Lewis.
Alright, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save it. My original plan was to fly there,
can get you there faster than even the swiftest
but I'm not gonna, because I would kind of like to be able to complete Gearing Red Ridge. So I need 24 more copper to be able to do that. So we'll just fly back here. So we're going to complete whatever this one's called, Dungar Longdrink. And we're going to also complete Return to Lewis. That's going to be our Bam, bam. Pick up for this. Because I've got about 2 minutes before I gotta go out. Now, the basketball games never start right on time, so I'm not super duper worried about it. But yeah, while we're out running around, I do need 24 more copper so that I can make up those runed copper belts, and then I can turn in all that stuff to Red Ridge. That'll be nice. And then we'll be free until we hit blacksmithing 200 to just do whatever we want. Let me replace that, I guess, with that. I forget. I gotta put that Timberlake heart right there, so don't forget about having it. I gotta use it soon because it won't. It's pretty weak. Like, it doesn't have that much life. It's like a level 10 or something like that. So it's already gonna be pretty weak. I don't even know what you would use it on. That's the problem with it. Like, I don't know when it would be useful. Alright, so we're going to turn this in, then I'll run into the shelter, and we'll be done. We accomplished a good amount.
You need something? See you around.
Go back from Stormwind, did Longdrink send the armor?
Great. You brought the armor. We'll get this divvy to those who need it immediately. Thank you, adventurer. Your efforts have been a great help to us. And now that you're no stranger to griffins, I hope you'll come and lend your aid to Sentinel Hill often.
Alright, so we I already checked that off. Yeah, one more point of ease, then I'll finally get Seal of Command. Then we'll get to get 2 more ranks of Justice. Then I think we go to Conviction. I think that's a good one. Alright, so that's it. We have another episode in the pipe, 5x5. And as always, I appreciate you guys so much for watching, for tuning in, for engaging with me, and making me, pointing out what a fool I truly am. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you next time on Lore of Warcraft.